Welcome everybody to my Bloody Day, second annual Bloody's Day Valentine's special with Ultimate Werewolf with all my Dice Tower group of friends. If you're watching on Twitch, thank you for watching on Twitch. Slap that follow and it helps me get my affiliate back to get those much needed Jukin butts that everybody is dying to get back. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can disregard all the edited stuff and enjoy the after edited video. And this special Valentine's Day is basically a battle royale of all the teams. It's just a pure chaos, really, what it is. Basically, it's what it is. And this only happens once a year. I am actually in character today. I'm in character of my lovely Jednak. If you follow any of my D&D streams, Jednak is my prized NPC that I give to all the other players. So I'll be playing him today. I have a little story for these wings, so don't worry about it. In today's game, we have, go down the list, we have the villager team. The member of the villager teams are the villagers, obviously. They do nothing, don't find out anything. But maybe they might get a Valentine's Day gift. I'll get to that in a second. Mentalists, you get to look at two people at night and choose two people. I get to tell you if they're on the same team. I give you 2 thumbs up if they're not on the same team. In this game, the mentalist is going to be having a hard time. I'm just going to say that right now. I've also added the apprentice in. It's more of a custom role. If either the bodyguard or the mentalist dies, the apprentice will take up that role. And I'll let them know when they are now that role. The bodyguard, obviously, you wake up each night, protect somebody at night from death. It also will protect against vampire bites. We'll get to them too, also in a second. Anything else will not protect against. Also will protect from a blade kill if that's possible. I don't know. Yeah, depends of who blade targets it. But anyway, then we have our lovely divorce lawyer. Again, these are all maybe roles. Not all these roles are in here, but our lovely divorce lawyer waits up each night to find a wife that Dracula has chosen. He's trying to issue out those divorce papers to keep Dracula from winning. Blade waits up each night looking for vampires to kill them, including Dracula if he is in the game. Dracula and Edward. Edward is also a vampire. We'll get to them in a second. If he finds if all vampires are dead, he'll start looking for werewolves to kill. Blade is immune to the vampire's bite, which he cannot be poisoned, and he cannot be chosen as a wife by Dracula. The paranoid. I've changed up how the paranoid works. The paranoid works for first 3 nights, not including night 0. He will not do anything night 0. He's trying to find the Undertaker. If he hides behind a werewolf, he becomes a werewolf. If he hides behind a vampire, he becomes a vampire. That only works once. So either one, the first one he does, once he becomes a werewolf, say he hides behind a werewolf, he becomes a werewolf. Then he hides behind a vampire. He will not turn to a vampire. He just stays a werewolf. Nothing will happen. But if he hides behind somebody that will die, obviously he will die. But the first 3 nights are critical to find the Undertaker. If he does not find the Undertaker, he's still continuing looking for the urn throughout the rest of the game. So y'all have to decide whether or not, if he's turned bad, if you want to keep him in the game or not, because he's still looking for the urn. We'll get to the urn and all that stuff when we get to Undertaker. That's it for the village team. Werewolf team, you have werewolves. You have the wolf cub. If the wolf cub dies, the werewolves get 2 kills at night. Or the following night. If he's killed during the day, obviously. Direwolf are in the game to choose somebody to be linked with. If that person dies, so does the direwolf. You've got the wolf hunter. If you're eliminated, you kill somebody. And then you have the tough wolf that has 2 lives. All right, the vampire team. Each night we'll wake up to poison somebody. It'd be 1 to 3 days to live. I'm basically roll a d4. 3 or higher would be 3 days. 2, obviously, is 2 days. 1 is 1 day. So they poison people at night, but they cannot be killed by werewolves at night. This will include Edward. Cupid team. Which I may have messed up, whatever. Cupid team, if they're in their game, they'll choose me 2 players to be in love and be on their team. They will have to message me. So if you got the Cupid role, hopefully you've already messaged me your names, and they will be on your team. They'll be linked, and the Cupid teams win condition overrides whatever previous one you may have had. The Twilight team, the custom team I made for this event, is Edward, Jacob, and Bella. Edward is a vampire. He wakes up with the vampires when they wake up, where all the bat stabbing comes from, like the blood, so he wakes up with the vampires. The vampires think he's a vampire, but he's actually on Twilight team. Same with Jacob. Jacob is a werewolf. He wakes up with the werewolves, but he's actually on the Twilight team. Bella is just a villager hunter. Doesn't wake up at all. She'll wait. Each team will wake up on night 0, so you know who's on each of this team. So Bella will wake up, but on the night 0 to find out who Edward and Jacob are. But they're basically a hunter, so when they die, they get to shoot somebody. Now the others, the lone wolf obviously wakes up with all the werewolves, but he has his own agenda. He's trying to be the last one alive. And if you are the lone wolf, good luck. Hope you can. We have Alex. Might want to talk to Alex. He's our only one I've seen that won as the lone wolf. It was great. That was a great game. Count Dracula. If you're in a game, you choose a wife. When you make it through a day and night cycle with 3, well, it was 3 or 4 depending on how many players. So since we got a lot of players, we're gonna say four wives. You need to have 4 wives to win. It cannot die from the vampire's bite. Just some flavor stuff. Now the Undertaker. You choose 3 players to give me to randomly on night 0 I'll randomly choose who has the urn of those 3 players. You cannot die until the urn is destroyed. Each night you'll take a player's soul. If that player had a special ability, you'll start doing that ability. If they die, if you have their soul and they die. You win if you have all player souls. You cannot take a vampire soul because the vampire does not have a soul. So you need all the vampires to be dead before you can win. Any other special abilities that might come with the Undertaker, you can just message me on the side and I'll let you know. So like, for instance, if you take the Mentalist soul and Apprentice is already dead, and then the Mentalist dies, you start acting like the Mentalist, and then I'll message you and you wake up for the Mentalist when I call it. You're kind of like the Frankenstein of your own breed. But that is pretty much it. After night 0, I'll start day 1. The first thing we're going to be doing day 1 is giving out Valentines. And I will give you all lists. I have a list already that had 20 Valentines to give out. I'll go ahead and roll nat 1. So that means Alex would be the first person to give out a Valentine's Day gift. And you'll get the last Valentine's Day gift from me, pretty much. Because the last person who gets it, I guess will choose you, but it's really technically coming from me. So all of it really is coming from me because I know I'm randomly in the world. You just get to choose who you want. So with that, Alex. Oh, sorry. We need to go to sleep. We need to go to sleep. I don't know what I'm doing. It's been a while since I did this. I use sound effects in this game, so
Adam has a question.
What
question, Jugo?
Oh yeah, let's go over questions. You might have questions.
So everything is a maybe, but like, for instance, if Edward is in the game, does that mean Jacob and Bella are guaranteed in the game? Or if the divorce lawyer is in the game, Dracula is guaranteed in? Like the roles that are connected, if one is in, the other one's guaranteed to be in or not?
If they're connected in that way, I would say they're guaranteed to be in.
Okay.
Just to clarify, is it correct that the Cupid win condition and the Twilight win condition take over any other win condition that person might have?
Yes.
Right?
Also,
okay.
I'm glad you said that too. So the Twilight team and the Cupid team, their win condition is 50% of the village. Everybody else is like you have to eliminate everybody else for you because they have a harder chance.
What about the scenario where like the Twilight team is chosen by the Cupid team? What one would take precedence in that?
The Cupid team.
Instant. The Cupid team. So Cupid, Twilight, then all others.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the crazy part about the Cupid team. They can override anything y'all trying to do.
Okay.
Even the Undertaker.
Even the Undertaker from Chris, he said yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, what are you talking about?
If they get picked by Cupid.
If the Undertaker will get picked,
Like Cupid
then
does
Yeah.
override the Undertaker.
Yeah.
okay.
That's fun.
All right. On night 0, the only people I'll wake up the teams, and the Mentalist and the Undertaker, the only ones get the act. Anybody else had any like other night 0s? Probably have already messaged me through the moderator, like direct chat. I've already done their night 0. So, with that being said, I use sound effects if there's no more questions to clarify anything. Nope. All right. Bells are toned. It's time to go to sleep. First things first. Let me get Twilight to wake up. Twilight, wake up. Obviously, at each other. Go to sleep. King Cupid. Maybe each other. Thank you, Team Cupid. You can go to sleep. All right, let me get my Team Werewolves to wake up. My werewolves. Thank you, werewolves. You can go to sleep. My Team Vampire. Team Vampires, wake on up. Wave at each other. Seen that many. Thank you. Go to sleep. My mentalist. Who would you like to look at tonight? You get your first look. Thank you, mentalist. You can go to sleep. My Undertaker. If you're in the game, whose soul do you want to take first? Reminding me, I gotta see who gets that urn. Yeah, whose soul?
Welcome to the second annual of the Bloody Valentine's Day game. Our host today is Jedneck.
Hey, shut up, you! I don't know who gave me these wings. I'm not a freaking fairy. I'm a gnome. Get out of here! Get this stupid thing off of me! Jesus! I am a wizard gnome. I am not a fairy. And why am I here? I got a plane shifted off my plane of existence, and now I'm here. All right, am I getting paid for this? Let me know, the producer behind stage, why he gave me the wings. I am not Cupid. I hate that guy. I killed him in another life. Anyway, do not kill me like you killed Aphrodite last year, okay? She was a very nice person. we'll get started here in a second. Let me turn my headset on. Alrighty. First off, before y'all talk about anything or do anything, Alex, it's Valentine's Day. Give out your first Valentine.
It's going to Jerry.
Jerry. I'll send you, Jerry, you get a nice chair. So go ahead and put it with your name so it helps me keep track, and I'll send you what it does.
Who wouldn't want a chair for Valentine's Day?
That's all you give Jerry, Alex, a chair?
Hey, a nice chair. You heard him.
Maybe it's one
Jerry.
of those sexy chairs.
Who would you like to give the next Valentine's Day gift out to?
My girl Flick.
Aww. Oh, I'm feeling the love.
Flick, you get an Explorers pack. So you can add a Explorers pack. These are all D&D inspired items, by the way. You get an Explorers pack, Flick, and I'll send it to you what you do and just add it to your name.
Okay, granted, I've played like 2 or 3 D&D games my whole life, but what does a chair do?
Don't worry about it.
We'll probably talk about that later.
So, Flick, who would you like to give your next Valentine's Day gift to?
Just because it's Lucas. You know, my boy Lucas. I feel like this is a theme that's going on. So
Lucas, you get a sling. I'll send it to you. Make sure, like I said, make sure you put these in the things that helps me keep track. So, and Lucas, who would you like to give an item to?
I sling something to Julia.
Well, oh, okay.
No.
It's Valentine's. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Julia, you get a grappling hook.
Oh, that's awesome.
How romantic.
Julia, who would you like to give a Valentine's Day gift to?
I'll give one to Luciana.
Donna, you get. Oh, the same numbers right over. Luciana, you get carpenter tools.
You can help Jerry with a chair.
Well, you didn't see me last week fall off my chair.
Yeah.
Might be useful.
Luciana, who gets the next Valentine's Day gift?
Chris A.
Chris A, you get a Valentine's Day gift. Chris A, you get Ebony Fly. That was Chris A, right?
Yeah.
All right, Chris A. Who would you like to give your next Valentine's Day gift to?
I'll pick Chris R.
Aw. Chris R, you get a herbalism kit.
What do I get?
I'll send it to you.
I mean, if it's inspired by D&D, that's a pretty handy thing to have. I play as a druid, so like it's one of my favorite items. So.
Oh, okay.
See?
Chris R, who would you like to give the next Valentine's Day gift to?
Davey.
Davey.
Chris?
Davey, you get a scroll of commune with nature.
And I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I will say some of these gifts are pretty powerful. Some of these are not so much, just more for fun. So, Davey, who's the next Valentine's Day gift you're going to give to?
We'll give it to Barbie.
Thank you.
just don't give a gun to Alex.
Let's go.
Barbie, you get costume clothes.
Okay.
And let's give a gift to Andreas for coming back to us.
Andreas. Andreas, you get a dagger.
What? That's
Yes, he
dangerous.
does.
Okay. I would like to give some love to Jesse.
Jesse.
Ooh.
You get a
Says the guy
morning star,
holding a-
Jesse.
Says the guy holding a dagger.
A morning star.
Is that like fake meat?
Ouch.
I'll give a genealogy kit to PJ, please.
PJ, you get a spring of mistletoe.
Oh, great. So useful.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll just not give it
Oh,
to you.
Well, it
Be
can kill.
careful.
It can kill Norse gods.
All right, PJ, who would you like to give the next Valentine's Day gift to?
Oh, I have to put. Sorry.
Let's see. Adam.
Adam. Adam, you get Qual's Feather of Token Anchor.
You had to give me the longest thing. Thanks.
Yeah. And I try to make the gifts pretty explainable if you need how to use them. If you have any questions, you can always directly ask me. So, Adam, who gets the next Valentine's Day gift?
Who's left? Brandon, Connor, and Alex.
Yeah.
Connor looks sad and left out, so I'll give it to Connor.
Connor's not used to being last on the list.
My gift comes from Jednak.
I'm not sure how to say this gemstone. It's rhodocite. I don't know. I'll just send it to you, and maybe somebody else can pronounce it for you, Connor.
Adam just regifted that from last year. That's what he gave me last year too.
Connor,
Right.
who you want to
I
give?
guess it's going to Brandon.
Oh, please give him a bear, please.
Oh.
Very
Hey,
close
this dice
up.
is loaded because it's okay. Brandon, you get Elven Chain.
What?
Nice.
And Brandon, I'm assuming you're giving your last gift to Alex, which with the help of Jednak.
I sure will.
Alex, you get a vicious lance.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ouch.
I'm so
Why
glad
does Alex
Chris is
get a
between
weapon?
us.
I shall cut down the wicked.
I'm below Alex. I'm worried.
All right.
Might have quite a buffer. You have a nice buffer there.
All right. Some of y'all have some fun gifts. And just remember, you can do it at any point, and I'll leave it up to you to flavor them how you want to do them. Give them to whoever you like. Have fun with it, you know? Just trying to create something more fun, unique today. You have 10 minutes. You go ahead and start.
Can you put Julia back in order? She's last at the moment. I think Brandon was supposed to be last.
Where was she next to?
Baby and PJ.
Mm-hmm.
Track of that.
Fantastic. All right. Well, let's get this day off on a good
Smoke
start.
off.
We got too many teams here for me to have allegiance to just one. So I'm announcing my prejudice right now. I don't care what team wins as long as Team Twilight doesn't win. So if there's anybody on Werewolf team, Vampire team who thinks your teammates are a little sketchy, feel free to come out. As long as I'm in the game, I'll make sure you make it to final 3 and we can get rid of those people. And yeah, that's my thought. And I know there's a 20% chance of hitting a random Twilight person. So I rolled a die prior to this game and it came up PJ. So if we want to start with suspicions there, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, we can hear what other people have to say.
Basically, what you're saying, you're Twilightist.
I am Twilightist.
What about Cupid though? They're the more dangerous team.
Nah, there's only like what, 2 of them, 3 of them. I don't know.
3 at least.
3.
Yeah.
There's 3 Twilight as well.
Well, I gotta pick one team to go after. Like, if we
with
get rid of the Twilight people, and then we want to talk
if
about
they- Cupid team as
Okay,
well.
I can see your point because like a Twilight that takes out a vampire and a werewolf, so like that is you're taking out 2 other
Powerful.
teams. So I follow the logic on that. On
But
top
just
of the fact it's
clarify,
Twilight.
If
Well,
we,
you've
if we
made
kill
logic that I
someone
didn't
during
have in
the
my
day,
head,
I
but
assume the role gets revealed. If someone dies at night, Julian, will you tell us what they were, or is it not revealed?
No, it's usual. So y'all are asleep. You don't know who dies. So
Okay, just
Mm.
wanted to
But the thing with the Cupid team as well is obviously not Cupid, but the other 2. If one dies, the other dies. So
Oh, that's true.
2. So we don't have to worry too much about that as long as we kill one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesse, are you on Team Cupid or are you Cupid? Because you had the questions about winning conditions at the start.
No, I wanted to know everything ahead of time. I know it probably looked that way, but I just felt like getting clarification.
I mean, I am going to point out that you've got hearts and stuff in the background, so like it's adding to the idea.
I mean, it's fine. Well, here's a little thing for you. I thought Cupid was going to be waking up and picking people at night. I didn't realize they had already picked people. Like I assumed, Jugan would be like, Cupid, pick up 2 names. So I didn't have a message, or I didn't pick anybody. I mean, yeah.
It sounds a lot like Cupid.
I promise I'm not Cupid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, you're
Team Cupid.
Dracula, right? Okay.
Yeah. Chris, come on.
Does anybody have any idea of what an ebony fly does?
No.
I mean, you could look it up.
No.
I figured
Are we
someone
allowed to
did
use
an ebony
Google?
fly swatter, but no one did.
Can we use Google?
you
Sure.
can all you want, but what I've given you is more.
It's not.
I mean, I think if it's meant to be like inspired by, so like my thinking is actually, okay, sorry, Chris R. I'm thinking with the herbalism kit that could be useful in regards to vampires, if I'm interpreting, but like I'm just interpreting generally. Like an ebony fly could be like, like an escape rope in Pokemon, things like that potentially.
Well, my feather lets me move my spot in Zoom, so I don't know how inspired that is, and I don't know what the point is. I'm assuming some people can do things to their neighbors.
My vicious lance protects me from night attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My herbalism kit lets me give out flowers to people that don't do anything at all, just for fun. Apparently.
Nice.
So cute. A flower of my choosing as well, each day.
Oh, so like a rose.
And they definitely
carnation.
do nothing. I feel sad now. I love herbalism kits.
I'm pretty sure they're doing nothing.
Julia a flower because she is a flower. Well, apparently. I see she's growing leaves.
Yeah.
Everybody says.
I'm actually really happy with mine because I basically get to take myself out for a day, which is really awesome when everyone thinks I'm bad when I'm good. So that's actually quite appropriate for me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Alex. All it says, I may choose to put myself in a timeout by turning away from the screen.
So, PJ, you've been accused of being on Team Twilight. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You have just under 5 minutes left in the first day.
So the unfortunate thing, I think, for Julia and Andreas, since they are the least active of the group, they probably got picked by Cupid, one or the other, because they will survive for a while. And they probably also got picked by the Undertaker to have an urn. So I'm by no means suggesting we kill either of them soon, but that is something to keep in mind, that they probably have something bad connected to them, unfortunately.
I mean, that's
how people play in this.
That does imply, I mean, I follow your logic, but it's like, I'm not saying we should, put them up for nomination, but
there's also like sometimes people go the counter side and pick like, you know, me and you, or you know, Alex and Lucas or something. Yeah,
I'm just saying whatever my thinking is.
Sure, why
because
not?
In games like this, I'm typically killed early because I'm an easy kill because I play, and I'm fine with that. And no one.
But there are.
I don't think anyone's going to give me the urn. If
there are so many people in here who just don't die.
No matter how hard you try to kill them.
Yeah, no matter what you do, you just can't kill them.
Adam sounded so bleak if saying that he dies so early. I will give him an orchid.
Aww. On his grave.
It kind of has like funeral vibes to it. Is that not what you put on top of like that definitely is.
Yeah. Like
is there anybody that can lay some incense?
I have no idea about flowers.
I was going to say, do you have wolfbane in your kit?
I gotta check. I feel like an orchid is like a yeah.
Can
Orchid
Connor
meaning.
tell us how to pronounce his item?
Rhodochrosite.
Oh, love
Pretty
and
good.
beauty.
Sounds like a cough syrup.
That's actually what it is. I used it on myself today.
Oh.
What does it do?
The Robitussin.
PJ, who are you standing under the mistletoe with?
No one.
I'll nominate PJ.
I got one for PJ. Do I have a second?
No, don't second yourself, PJ.
Why am I gonna vote down?
Why do you always second yourself?
It's
Didn't
what
you
I
do this
do.
the other game? Yeah, like
I always
Why-
do this.
Why?
I don't know.
You want to play the game?
This is how he plays. You go.
Yeah,
PJ.
this is.
All right, we had a nomination and a second for PJ. So PJ, go ahead and unmute yourself and give a defense.
I think the reason why I started doing it is because I find it significantly less daunting to interrupt people when they're talking. I find it extremely difficult to do that. So I just think that it's a lot easier for me to get nominated so that I can't get interrupted while I speak. Anyway, I'm good. I'm on the village team, but I don't have any suspicions. I think it's kind of weird that Alex is trying to go after people, but I guess it's Alex, so we can vote.
Alrighty. Let me double check something real quick. All right, nobody got it, so I got to worry about that. All right, we're voting on PJ's life. We currently have 16 players in the game, so that is 9 to kill, I think, if I do my math correctly. 3. And you can abstain for voting in my game. You don't have to actually vote if you want to. You can abstain. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up, 9 up. You're still alive.
So was that?
Well, I did want to say something real quick. Is that for PJ or for anybody else in this type of game, including myself, because I know sometimes I will second my own nomination or nominate myself. I would say this format, that's probably not a good idea with so many teams and so many people incentivized to vote down, even on the first and second nomination.
It's super dangerous.
So I would want to avoid nominations personally at all costs, you know. So, but continue. Go ahead, Jerry. You was about to say something.
Was I? No.
Adam has a hand
I
up,
think
though.
Adam is.
I have a question for Jugan. On the Google document, it says that you will call numbers.
Yeah, I forgot to take that out. I just decided not to do that because I got so much stuff going on. I didn't want to confuse myself even more either.
So will you only call the roles that are in the game, or will you call everything at night?
I'm gonna call only the roles in the game because, like I said,
Okay. So
it gives a mystery what's in the game for day 0. So
anything that was called last night is guaranteed in the game. Then okay, that's what I needed to know, or wanted to know. I don't need to know anything, I suppose.
All right.
Jürgen, can you write me what my chocolates do?
Right.
Or do they do they nothing?
If anybody has that says does not affect the game state, they do nothing. They're just flavor. You can do them.
Well, mine doesn't say what they do.
Huh?
And
it says you can sling delicious chocolate of your choice to fellow players in the game once per day.
Yep. You can at any point sling your chocolates to anybody you like.
Yeah. Okay.
I have also sent you a message just because I was seeking clarification as well.
I sling delicious
you
chocolate to Chris R.
I want to give y'all. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Anybody has any stuff like that says does not affect the game state? They're just more for fun, flavor in the game. They don't do anything.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, and but yeah, you can use it up to your imagination on what type of chocolates, what type of flowers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I give PJ then a water pistol so that like it has no effect in the game, but you can at least feel like you're defending yourself when there's accusations flying your way instead of a roll of a dice, I guess.
Well, I liked PJ's defense, so I re-rolled my dice, and now it says Jesse. So if we want to go with that, I'm happy to go that way too.
We should just stop doing this.
No, but regardless of Alex's role, Jesse is a bit sus for my list. But I don't want to kill anyone on day one, so I won't.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably.
Why don't you want to kill people on day one?
Yeah,
because I don't want to choose who to die.
Plus, y'all been waiting 6 months for this game, and you know.
Yeah.
We want to go as long as possible.
So is there a timer? Because
Yeah, 1 minute left.
1 minute left, yeah.
Since I'm streaming, I can't use my OBS for my camera to put a timer up for you, so that's the best I could do.
What were you saying, Brandon?
I would say, and this is reminding me of the Game of Thrones game too. The village team in these games, I think, is unincentivized to kill the most, comparatively speaking to other like werewolf games, because they are the only team that have no clue about each other. Every other team has an advantage, at least knowing who each other are. And with it being so many like teams, like in a regular game of werewolf,
I'll nominate Brandon.
I got one for Brandon, a second for Brandon. So Brandon, let me make sure you have the floor. Go ahead and unmute yourself and defend yourself.
So yeah, what I was saying is I was basically agreeing with Lucas that I don't want to kill, and I'm on the village team, so I am unincentivized to want to kill blatantly, because especially after that Game of Thrones game, like if anybody remembers that, we completely destroyed each other, and we're the only team that has no clue who each other is. And so in a game where people are going to want to vote down, like pretty much all the time because of so many other bad teams, like the village is even at a bigger disadvantage than it usually is, because every other team at least has some knowledge of who else they working with. And that's different than a regular werewolf game where you only going against one other team, or sometimes maybe two, like if there's like a chupacabra team or something like that. So anyway, and speaking of which, because I am nominated right now and people are so incentivized to die, I'm just gonna come out with my role right now. I'm the apprentice, so please vote for me to stay in the game. Do not kill me. So there, because I don't think you guys would necessarily kept me in. So I feel like I had to just reveal my role right there. So thanks a lot, Adam. Appreciate it.
All right, we have 19 seconds left in the day if you choose not to kill. But if you don't kill, it would be you have 19. Yeah, if you kill, it'd be in the day. There, whatever. You know what the drill. So we're voting on Brandon's life. 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 up. And then we have 1, 2 thumbs down, I see. All right, cool. 3 downs. 3. Yeah. All right, you're still alive, Brendan, and got 19 seconds left.
You're welcome. You got to say that whole thing because otherwise time would run out.
You still voted down on him?
Yeah. In case there was an actual apprentice, I didn't want them to give themselves away by voting down.
Yep.
We have ran out of time in today's village. That was the come to end the close one, and this is a nice village. I'm glad I took. Wait, how did I get here again? Anyway, let's start with the paranoid. The paranoid. We're going up. Make you paranoid, you can go back to sleep. Bodyguard, bodyguard. Thank you, bodyguard. Mentalist, mentalist. Thank you, mentalist. Go to sleep. Blade. Blade. Thank you, Blade. You can go to sleep. My werewolves. My werewolves. Thank you, my werewolves. Go to sleep. My vampires. My vampires. Thank you, vampires. Go to sleep. The Undertaker. Undertaker. You wake up in the morning. It was a great, beautiful night. Nobody died last night.
That's insane.
That's insane with all the killing
This
rolls.
is going to be such a long game.
I expected like 3 people to die or something.
Jugan, will you let us know when teams were eliminated, even if they're at night?
You wanna only during the day.
How can people not get killed? What are the
Adam's
possibilities?
looking like he's
Werewolves
trying
hit
to figure out what
vampires.
happened.
Blade didn't hit the vampire.
Undertaker also doesn't die, right?
Bodyguard,
Okay.
Undertaker.
No, I was just trying to figure out. I thought that werewolves were the only ones that killed at night, but I forgot about Blade. Because someone said, "Oh,
Paranoid.
I expected there to be a bunch of kills," but I thought werewolves were the only ones that killed at night, and there's a bunch of roles that they can't kill at night, so it's not that suspicious.
I think the Undertaker can also kill if he like gets someone right. Also.
Do they?
If he gets a werewolf,
A werewolf, yeah.
Yeah, werewolf.
But that's the following night.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they try to kill the paranoid, I think the paranoid is a little bit like an orphan, so then they would not be able to reach.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like if the werewolf shows someone that the paranoid was hiding behind, that could be multiple deaths as well.
But someone can be poisoned now, right?
Oh, the paranoid's like an orphan?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I think a paranoid's like an orphan, but they can turn, so they would.
Oh,
Pretty sure one of us is poisoned by the vampires.
Future Knights are probably going to have multiple deaths.
Yeah, so.
Is your timer going, Jugan?
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Do we have curse? No, we don't. Right.
No, but there is a paranoid that
And,
if they hide behind a werewolf or a vampire, they will join that team with only on the first 3 nights, right?
Yes. Nights 1, 2, and 3, not night 0.
See.
Did he call divorce lawyer last night? He didn't. Did he?
So anything called.
Also no Dracula. No Dracula.
There's no Dracula. There's no Dracula.
That's good.
I would like people's opinions on something.
Yeah.
So you see my costume, I can choose to either look like a werewolf or like a vampire or like the Undertaker. Which one do you think is most useful for the mentalist if I choose it?
Undertaker.
Because it's the rarest.
Yes.
Then that's the choice I'm making. Thanks everyone for pitching in. If someone else wants to.
I agree. I agree that that's probably the best.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So
anybody
be
have
aware. That's now a thing.
Anybody have any reads on that filthy Twilight team yet?
I don't know how you read a Twilight team.
Well,
People who look like they're in love with each other.
Depends.
Let's keep it.
Let's say you're on the werewolf team or whatever, and somebody on your team was really adamant at like holding my name up at night. Maybe that's a sign that they're on that Twilight team. You could come out with that, and we could protect you.
Well, the one thing I can say about the Twilight team is that Bella, you don't scare me. That's all. I gotta say.
Wow.
Alex is on the Twilight team.
Not me.
That's an interesting thought, Chris.
It is.
Coming out hard against the Twilight team while being on the Twilight team is totally like an Alex thing, but I don't know.
Yeah. I will admit
didn't even
that would
think
be fun.
about it really, which I feel stupid for not. I should never. Yeah.
That would be fun, but that's not the fun that I'm having right now.
I don't know. I'm just kind of enjoying Jesse getting flustered at mentions of Cupid and Twilight.
I nominate Jesse.
I got one for Jesse. Does there a second?
I'm gonna second just because there's lots of flustery, smiley stuff, and I just want to see more of it. Oh god.
All right, Jesse, go ahead and mute yourself and defend yourself.
Okay. I am on the village team, but I don't feel like there is much hope for the village team because we really can't trust each other. Like Brandon said, we have no idea who each other are. I do have an item that can be useful, and I'll use it today. If you guys want to kill me, I would suggest you vote up and then kill me on the 3rd vote. But you shouldn't kill me now. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of bad people in here, so no matter what, I feel like my gift will help a lot of people if you just let me use it, but don't vote me out now. Can I take a question?
No questions. It's going to be a long game as it is. I don't want it even longer.
Yeah.
All right. That's your defense. We'll go ahead and vote on your defense. So Jesse is being voted on to be alive or dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 up and 2 down. Still alive.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like that. The idea there's no hope for the village. Like,
well, I mean,
also,
I am just speaking from my perspective because I feel like people are going to vote me out. Like, I feel like I've been brought up a lot, and I feel like I'm not long for this game.
I brought you up from a die roll.
Yeah,
but Lucas has brought me up twice, which is fine. But you keep mentioning me.
My sticking point, though, is the whole I have a thing, but I'm not really going to tell you what the thing is.
What's the thing?
But you have to when
what do you
people come
think
out,
it
they're
is?
like,
It's
I
a
have
morning
a role.
star.
I don't know what that means.
Everything's inspired by stuff, but it's more just like, if someone's like, I have a role, but I'm not going to tell you what the role is.
I will
don't like
show
that.
you if you pick someone else that you guys are suspicious. I'll second.
Nominate Flick.
All right, I heard a second, but who was nominated?
Flick.
Flick was nominated, and Jesse second. Okay, got it.
Jugan, I'd like to use my morning star.
Oh no! Oh, on whom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys should have. I think you guys.
I
think Jesse's something.
As you nominate Flick, before she even gives the defense, Jesse walks up with his morning star and kills her. Flick, you're dead. As you're trying to kill Flick, she tried to transform into this filthy werewolf, and she is dead.
Does the day continue?
Okay, awesome. Because
No. With that morning star, let me just double check it, but I think it ends today. Yes, it does end today. Everybody can go to sleep. Alrighty. All right. Let's start out with the paranoid. Thank you, paranoid. Go to sleep. Bodyguard, bodyguard. Thank you, bodyguard. Go to sleep. Mentalist, mentalist. Let's go to sleep. Blade, blade. Thank you, Blade. Go to sleep. My werewolves, my werewolves. Thank you, my werewolves. Go to sleep. My vampires. My vampires. Thank you, vampires. Go to sleep. My Undertaker. My Undertaker. Undertaker. Undertaker, go back to sleep. Undertaker, I'm supposed to send you the rolls of the dead people. I'll just directly message you. Y'all wake up and come down to breakfast. Day after Valentine's Day. Missing the love. A couple days actually now, because it's day 2 or day 3. Whatever. You see somebody did not join you. Connor, you did not join. You were killed in your house. Thank you for playing.
Oh wow.
Is that all?
First of all, I want to give Jesse a sunflower for killing a werewolf yesterday.
Oh, thank you so much. It'll make me
give
feel
him
better.
garlic and see if he likes it or not.
Lucas, why did you not
Jesse?
take Jesse?
Were you only able to kill Flick because someone nominated her, or did you just?
It said can be used to eliminate a person up for nomination without a vote and has to be done before a vote takes place. So I didn't really want to kill Flick, which it turned out great, but I felt like my time was up, and I told you guys I would use my item, so I was going to use it no matter what.
Speaking
I
of
feel
time
what
being up,
Flick said, because she basically told her wolf friends to come after you. I think you're pretty good in my book now.
Does anyone else find it weird that Brandon, who's the apprentice, is still alive?
Does Flex stay and watch even when she was?
What'd you say, Lucy?
It's kind of suspicious that he's still alive. That's what
Maybe the bodyguard. I'm not going to go after Brandon at this point.
I would like to ask the birds around me to tell me what team my neighbors are on, please.
Oh, nice scroll.
All right, so I don't get interrupted, so I can make sure I say this correctly. The teams around you are Team Vampire and Team Villager.
Jesse's a vampire.
Okay, I am a vampire.
I know.
I think Lucas is. I think Lucas is Jacob. There you go, Alex. I think Lucas is Jacob. I will put that out there because he knows I'm a vampire because he tried to kill me and I haven't been dying. And somebody, I'm not going to give up my other vampire at all, but somebody on my team, we held up Lucas's name and they're very adamant about not voting for Lucas. So I think Lucas is Jacob. So I think you should kill Lucas.
Also,
Jugan,
before we kill one of them or both of them, let us not forget that Julia is good.
Jugan, I would like to gently poke Lucas with my vicious lance.
Lucas, you get stabbed this vicious lance. You feel a rush of poison run through your body. You now have 1 to 3 days to live.
Oh no.
That might be longer than this game lasts, but
Yeah. you should use your sling. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it does something.
So
he gives chocolates.
Yeah.
It only gives chocolates.
Do you guys want to do this?
Maybe you should give chocolates to whomever has the antidote here.
So, Garvey, do you know how your costume works exactly? Is that just for like the mentalist checks or something?
I don't know if there's other roles that I can read you the text. So it says you can choose to dress up as any non-plain villager role. It is werewolf, vampire, undertaker, and so on. So I can make it look like I'm something.
Any
Can you choose every day or?
No, it's permanent.
I don't know if I can change it, but
it's permanent.
I took Undertaker now, so if someone checks me, if you get a thumbs up, you found the Undertaker. So.
Well, no, because the Undertaker's on the village team now. I found the Undertaker last night.
Oh,
you found the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
But
that'll be a boon for the village.
Paranoid?
I'm so excited that us villagers have a chance now.
Yeah.
So who did you poison, Jesse?
I also wanted to say something real quick because Luciana's question never got answered as opposed to why they wouldn't target me as the apprentice. Because there's a team Cupid and a team Twilight in the game that are higher priority to get out than a villager that's not even activated yet.
No, I mean by the wolves.
I know that's what I mean by the wolves.
Oh, okay.
They
But
want to
wolves,
go
they cannot kill every team, right? There's someone. Vampires, they cannot kill. So.
But he could also been protected by the bodyguard and stuff. Maybe
Yeah,
the werewolves didn't get a kill through.
We didn't have a kill yesterday, so I was wondering why it's the second night we kill around. But okay.
Well, wolves might have targeted Jesse thinking he was like a good villager role or something because Flick called him out. That's my thinking.
Yeah.
I will say something real quick. If you have used your power, it's a one-time ability. Go ahead and delete your item off your thing. Don't mess up.
Mine is not one time.
Yeah, I know yours is not one time. There's items that say specifically one time.
Mine's not one time either. I can use it 12 times.
Nice.
Just kidding.
Can I use this one?
Jugan, question: If the paranoid finds the Undertaker and they're converted to the village, do they still survive until the urn is dead?
Correct.
Okay.
Nice.
That's really nice.
So,
now with an invincible
sorry,
Undertaker.
Undertaker, you don't get more roles, but at least
I'm feeling better and better about this village every second.
The one thing I was going to say yesterday before the time ran out was I was going to question Con about why he voted down on Jesse. Why
are you bringing it up now? He's dead.
Because the other thing I was going to say was I wanted to hear from Lucas and Luciana. Lucas, we know is bad, so Lucy, what? Are your thoughts? You said
how am I bad?
How do we know he's
Jesse told us that you are
vampire?
Jesse thinks he's Jacob, which is good enough for me.
Honestly, that's my only true idea that I have that I'm willing to share for the rest of the game.
I was going to use it on Luciana today because she's my biggest suspicion, but then Jesse came out with that. I'm like, oh, well, okay, I'll take it.
Basically, what are your thoughts, Lucy?
My thoughts are that I would not kill Lucas night one if I was a role to kill because I don't believe in killing Lucas night one.
Thanks.
He didn't even give you a Valentine's Day gift.
He gets he gets killed all the time. I don't believe in killing him night one. So yeah, I would.
So
have
Jesse wanted to kill me night one, or Jesse?
So yeah.
I don't kill people.
I nominated Flick if that helps because I thought she was bad. Yeah, I mean that's it. I don't have more to say unless you nominate me. Then I might have more to say.
So
I nominate
this is
Jesse.
weird.
I nominate Jesse.
I got one for Jesse.
Vote up for Jesse.
No, Jesse seconds himself.
Yeah, second himself, and I have to verify a rules question. So go ahead and defend yourself.
I have no defense.
Let me answer this rules question, and I'll get to your voting.
Can I say one more thing?
Okay, go ahead.
I think Jerry, I have a feeling Jerry might be Blade. There's another thought for everybody to sink their teeth on. The way she brought up Connor and how Connor died, that's interesting. Now that I had a little bit of time to think about it. And just her demeanor is very like I have a role kind of thing. So there's another tidbit for you guys.
Alrighty. All right. So voting on Jesse's life. 3, 2, 1. 5, 6, 7 down, 8 down, 9 down, 10 down. Yeah, that's enough. You bring Jesse down to the gallows. String him up. So convinced that he's a vampire, you stick a stake in his heart. He screams bloody murder. His fangs come out. And he is dead. You killed yourself, a member of the vampire team. Hold on, I messed up on my notes real quick. Let me adjust some stuff here. Let's go with the paranoid. Make you paranoid and go to sleep. Bodyguard, bodyguard. Everybody gotta go to sleep. Mentalist, mentalist. Give me, let's go to sleep. Blade. Thank you, Blade. Go to sleep. My werewolves, my werewolves. Thank you, werewolves. Go to sleep. Vampires, vampires. Thinking about vampires. Undertaker, Undertaker. Undertaker can go to sleep. Alrighty. Let me go through the stuff here. We had a few deaths last night, so you come down to breakfast and realize a couple people did not show up. Barbie, you're dead. Julia, you were killed. Both of y'all are.
Sorry, what did you just say? At the end?
I said both of y'all dead. Thank you for playing.
Oh, okay.
think he was going to say both of you were on the village team.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
No, I didn't say that at all.
You did not say that. You're right.
But then we know at least they're not Cupid.
So Jessica got
Oh,
a half
because
right.
one dies, the other does too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jessica
Sorry,
got
Jerry?
it half right. Jesse got it half right. I was Blade originally, and then we got re-rolled. I was quite gutted about that.
I want to hear from Lucas since his days are numbered. What are your thoughts, Lucas?
I think both Chris's are bad.
I have some information to share.
Okay.
Not about Lucas though, but I can confirm Adam and Alex is good, and Brandon is bad.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
I am not bad.
You are bad because you're not on the team.
Hold on. Also got to announce the urn is now been destroyed.
I don't know what that means.
So one of Julia or Barbie had the urn. Now the Undertaker can also die.
Undertaker
Not
is able to be nice.
Adam doesn't look happy. But what did you say you were, Adam? Sorry.
What am I?
Yeah, because you
Adam,
said
I
you
was the
found-
paranoid. I found the Undertaker, so I know who the Undertaker is. I didn't find the urn.
Okay, sorry.
Sweet.
So, Brandon.
Yeah, I don't know what Chris is talking about. I'm thinking maybe she's trying to. I don't know. Maybe like Julia and Barbie was possibly on the Cupid team, or one of them was on the Cupid team, and possibly Barbie, because we already know Julia was confirmed as a villager, and maybe she just lost one of her people, and now she's trying to throw sus on me. But I am the apprentice.
I mean, you
So,
are not on Julia's team, Brandon. I mean, I had checked.
I'll nominate
Adam.
Brandon. I assume he's on Cupid team.
I got one for Brandon. Second for Brandon.
There are 3 seconds. I don't pick.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of seconds.
And I forgot to start the time, but so go ahead and defend yourself.
I am on the apprentice team. I think you will get your information once I die, because this is a day kill, and then you will have to go after Chris at that point. But the problem is, actually no. Yeah, you definitely should go after Chris, because I'm thinking she's either like Cupid or Twilight or something like that. And so once I'm revealed as a villager, you're gonna have to go after her, because she's obviously trying to throw some sus out there, and you're gonna have to capitalize off of it. But I am on the village team, so if you are a villager, this is a bad vote. This is a bad vote. So I would vote up.
Alrighty. We'll be voting on Brendan's life. 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down, 2 up. You bring Brendan down to the gallows, strip him up. He's a bigger wolf than the normal wolves, but you kill yourself a werewolf. Alrighty. Interesting. Let's start out with the paranoid. Thank you, Paranoid. Go to sleep. Bodyguard. All right, anybody gotta go to sleep. Mentalist. Thank you, Mentalist. Go to sleep. Blade. Thank you, Blade. Go to sleep. My werewolves. You werewolves go to sleep. My vampires. And my Undertaker. Y'all wake up. Come down. Realize Alex did not join you. Alex is dead. You also double check everything. Lucas. It's day 2, right? Because you got stabbed with the thing. All right, never mind. You're still alive still. All right. You got stabbed with it yesterday or the day before yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? So, all right. Yeah, you're still alive.
So you're gonna die
the day before
tomorrow.
yesterday, not yesterday.
Oh, it wasn't yesterday?
Wait,
No,
does
day
the
Before
first day count?
yesterday, I was still alive
before.
when he was stabbed.
Yeah. I'll make a judgment call. You're still alive.
Okay.
Dugan question,
Yeah.
moderator question. On the roll sheet, it says that the paranoid only hides the first 3 nights.
Oh, you only search the first 3 nights to find the Undertaker. You only have 3 nights to find the Undertaker.
You still have to
Oh,
hide.
okay. It just
The
says
paranoid
first 3
only
nights
has
chooses
the
someone
first
to
3
hide behind. So I thought I was only hiding on the
You're
first
still
3
hiding
nights.
behind people the whole time because you're still looking
Gotcha.
for their urn.
The
Okay.
paranoid is hiding behind people,
Right,
Yeah.
the paranoid.
looking for the urn.
But the urn is destroyed, so I didn't think I had anything left to do. That's why I asked.
We're at
You,
9 now.
you're still hiding people. That's a constant thing.
Gotcha.
Is the Undertaker on the village team?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm now.
Adam claims that he found Undertaker and
Yeah.
Undertaker's on our team.
Oh, and then it turns into you? I don't understand.
They just become a villager.
Oh, okay.
I got a question for Chris R. So you called Brandon out and then voted up to save him.
I didn't want to save him. I just wanted to, because I was talking and then somebody interrupted me by nominating him. I wanted to say that I did not really check him against Julia, but I checked Adam was my baseline for a while, and then, but I realized the paranoid can turn. So
Hold on,
if he
hold
hides
on.
behind the front,
I misreading it. So the urn was destroyed. So yes, the paranoid would no longer hide anymore. So yeah. So if you're paranoid, disregard that last message.
I mean, that seems unfair.
Why?
because I know PJ's a wolf.
Okay.
I was gonna say, PJ, do you have anything to say? But never mind. I don't know. Well, you can still say stuff. Right?
Doesn't matter now.
Don't give up.
Nah. I can go back to genealogy. I'll be happy.
Sorry, PJ.
I mean, you didn't have to reveal that.
I know, but he asked me why it was unfair, so I.
What happened?
I hid behind PJ. I didn't think I had to hide anymore, but he told me I still was hiding. I hid behind PJ.
Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. So we'll just leave it at that then.
Oh,
you should ask me that in private, Adam. Then I could have saved it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to tell that, Adam.
Anyway, let me go back to this.
I think he's on my list because he's just been so quiet. And I was
every single game I've played with you, I've been quiet.
No, at the beginning you usually aren't, but then whenever you are something, you just grow quieter and quieter. And in this game, you haven't said a word, I think, or at the beginning, maybe 2-3 sentences.
Before we nominate PJ, can we hear from Andreas? Because I think he literally hasn't said a word.
Yeah, he hasn't.
And he has a sharp dagger.
He hasn't, yeah, and he
does have a sharp dagger. Yeah, I just would like to know, like, what we think about Chris A. I mean, obviously, I have Chris R is good, Adam is good, still good, or if he turns into a werewolf because of
no, he doesn't need to hide anymore.
Okay. So there's like two wolves open. Don't know how many vampires are left.
I'm starting to think Jesse was the only normal vampire, and the other one is the Twilight vampire.
Mm-hmm. He said he only had one partner, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's most interesting what Chris A is. What do you think?
That's fine. I'm Blade. And I've basically got a choice of two people which are not, which I haven't actually checked yet, which are still alive.
PJ, go ahead.
Did everyone miss that Luciana came out as a vampire?
I did.
Yeah, because you were having a discussion with Jesse about how you wouldn't kill Lucas on day one because that goes against your morals, and Jesse was a little annoyed by that.
Oh no, I was answering to Alex because Alex said something, and I just clarified that I would never kill Lucas day one. But I've said that several times. So.
Did you check Lucy, Chris? A?
I haven't checked Lucy yet. No, she's one of my. But I will say that I probably will not be using my item. The Ebony Flight basically says I can choose at dawn. I can choose me and one other person, and we basically leave the village for the day.
Well, if you
The problem is I don't want to use that because it could take like
votes.
No, we still have Team Cupid around.
Sure.
So I don't want to sort of eliminate a team and leave it vulnerable to another team to just take advantage of.
Maybe Jerry and Andreas are Team Cupid.
I'm not comfortable sitting next to someone with a dagger. I say that.
What does the dagger?
You're fine. You have nothing to fear about.
Daggers usually, I think, if you die, you kill one of your neighbors.
That's
type of weapon.
There, I'll put Chris to peace. I'll use my feather and I'll move between Chris and Andreas.
Oh.
Are you gonna give him a flower now?
Yeah. he gets a.
Sorry, yeah. I already got one. I don't need another one.
If you would have said that he had this ability, we could have used it better.
What's that?
If you would have said that you had this ability, we could have used it better. It's a bit of a shame.
Adam did say.
He did say.
Yeah, he said it
at the start of the game.
Yeah,
very early. Yeah. When you weren't paying attention, Andreas.
I was paying attention, unfortunately, so long ago I just forgot it. Well,
no, that's fine.
No, yeah.
So Adam doesn't want my flowers, so I give it to Luciana, a rose.
Yay!
I nominate PJ.
I got one for PJ. A second. Go ahead,
No.
PJ.
No.
Study your defense. Please no.
You don't give a defense, PJ?
I mean, I don't really need to.
Okay.
Because Adam wasn't very nice. We can vote.
Now we're clarify. I was keeping what on as fair. Since Adam did that, I'm leaving the original rules. He still has to hide behind people. So, right. So we're voting on PJ's life. 3, 2, 1. That's pretty much unanimous. You go to bring him up, but he brings out the spring of mistletoe, cracks it, because he was kissed by a god, I think it says, right? You received a kiss from your Valentine, which grants you an extra life, so you're still alive. The day does end, because you tried to kill. Alrighty. Let's go with the paranoid. Thank you, paranoid. Go to sleep. Bodyguard. Anybody gotta go to sleep. Mentalist, mentalist. Thank you. Mentalist, go to sleep. Blade. Blade. Thank you. Blade, go to sleep. My werewolves, wake on up. My werewolves. Thank you, wolves, go to sleep. Vampires, my vampire. And my Undertaker, my Undertaker. Come down to breakfast and realize Lucas is dead. Chris R is dead. And Jerry is dead.
Wow.
So 3 people died.
Yep.
Probably poison or whatever the vampire things are probably starting to take effect. And Lucas died because of Alex stabbing him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Luciana, you're dead too.
Oh, wow.
Almost messed that up. All right.
So, Jugan question. Since the paranoid isn't exactly like the orphan, does it still, like, if I hide behind someone and the wolves attack them, the paranoid would die?
Mm-hmm.
Does that also count for the vampire bite? Like, let's say I hide behind you and the vampires bite you. Am I also bitten and would die in that same time? No, it's only wolves. Okay.
If it's like if you die immediately that night, that's how I'm playing that.
Okay.
So we have confirmed Wolf, Adam, Chris. He's claiming Blade.
Yeah, I'm claiming Blade, and the only person I've not actually checked for being a vampire is Adam. But that's obviously where he's.
You got me as a vampire?
No, I've not.
He hasn't checked you.
Oh, you haven't checked me. Okay, I was going to say that's
basically
not right.
Davey and I checked Davey, Andreas, and PJ. So that no. So I think we've got rid of the vampires. I think Lucy was the last vampire.
Yep. I knew that.
Okay.
So I think
I don't know.
PJ.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other wolves, but I can't. Well, now I can start killing wolves.
You got 3 deaths, right? I'm counting right. It was 3 deaths last night.
3 deaths.
Yeah.
Lucas, Luciana, and Jerry.
Yeah.
So
oh no, Chris died too, right?
And Chris.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
So do we think that Davey might be a wolf?
Maybe.
Even so, we know PJ's a wolf. Even if I was a wolf,
we do.
You're gonna take a chance on me when we know PJ's a wolf. That doesn't make sense.
Yes.
No, thinking about something different.
Oh, well, I was saying if we kill PJ and the game goes on, I'm trusting Chris. I'm trusting Adam. So then it's you and me, Andreas, one of us.
Okay, that works for me too.
No, I'm the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And Adam knows.
And we're good.
I'm just looking. Obviously, I know who died and who didn't. So I know that Bella is still in the game.
Which one's Bella? Is that the villager?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the villager from the Twilight team because we just killed the other 2 like last night. Mentalist is obviously dead. There's the villager's dead. The bodyguard is dead.
That has to be Davey, right?
It is me.
Okay.
So we have to get rid of Davey as well.
If you come after me, I'll shoot one of you 3 and let PJ win. So we just
that
go
works.
PJ.
We can work. No, this works, Davey.
And then I'm on the village team. You can kill me, and then the village wins.
No,
You're
let's
not
kill
on the
Davey.
Team.
Kill Davey.
Has Andreas has Cupid died? Have all the Cupid people died?
I don't get told whether they're on the Cupid team. I mean, only if it's Cupid who died, and Cupid doesn't turn up on my list. No.
I don't think there was a Cupid team.
Probably died
Can
last
we kill Davey? Please.
I think PJ is probably the best bet.
No, Davey is. Let's vote Davey out.
You're gonna have
if Davey is Bella, then he can't do anything at night, right?
He only gets to kill when he dies.
You have a question?
Yeah. Jacob would win with the Wolves or with the Twilight team, or only with the Twilight team?
Only with the Twilight team.
Okay. Well, then, yeah, I can't win. But if you come after me, I'll let PJ win. So just kill PJ. And then
No, let's kill Davey.
So none of the special wolves have died, right, Andreas?
A dire wolf died.
The special wolf, the lone wolf has died.
Oh.
Lone wolf died.
Oh, that's why he was. I didn't know what he was.
Yeah.
So there's a decent chance PJ's a hunter or tough, right?
Nominate me, PJ.
I nominate Davey. Yay! I'm happy. We can vote him out.
Alrighty. Davey, go ahead and give your defense.
I have to win by parity, which I can't do. I can't get to 1-1 because Andreas knows that my other two people have died. So that means I can't win the game, which is fine. But I don't understand why we don't just kill PJ. So I'm going to vote down on myself. PJ's going to vote down on me. If any one of you vote down for me, I'm giving the Wolves the win. So vote up for me, nominate PJ. We can second, kill him, end of game.
Alrighty, we're voting on Davey's life. 3, 2, 1. As unanimous, so Davey, you're dead. Who would you like to shoot?
I will shoot Adam.
You kill a werewolf. And Davey was a member of the Twilight team. Let me send this message out real quick. All right. Let's get the paranoid to wake up. We get paranoid. Bodyguard. You bodyguard, go to sleep. Mentalist. You mentalist, go to sleep. Blade. Blade. Blade, go to sleep. My werewolves. You werewolves go to sleep. My vampires. Undertaker. Yeah, Undertaker go to sleep. Andreas, you go check your buddy Chris's house. You go in there, you see a stake, which is turned to silver now because he killed all, well, I think it still works. Yeah, turned to silver. And killed PJ while PJ was trying to kill him. And since he goes first, he's still alive. He's badly wounded. But you're the Undertaker, so, you know. And Village has won. Congratulations, guys.
I didn't think it was possible.
I didn't think so either. But let me do the traditional breakdown. All right. Chris R was your mentalist, which came out. Barbie was the apprentice. So when Brandon pulled the apprentice real move, I thought maybe she, like, you know, I don't know, come out. The bodyguard was Alex. Chris A was Blade. PJ was the wolf cub that got the extra life that wanted to die. That was pretty funny. Brandon was your lone wolf. Flick was a werewolf. Jesse was a vampire. Connor was a vampire. Luciano was Edward. Lucas was Jacob. Davey was Bella. Adam was the paranoid, which I'll have to go and adjust how it works after he finds, make sure the rules is clearly stated what happens after he finds an urn. It's partly my fault. Andreas was the Undertaker, which got found out on night 2. He took Adam's soul the first night he got to do it, and then the second night he didn't take any more souls because he was found. Julie and Jerry were the only 2 playing villagers, and they didn't really get any good items because I put the last 5 items as like really don't do anything, just more for fun and flair, and they got those. I don't think Julie used hers at all. She could have
I didn't get a chance. I didn't have enough information to make good use of it. So
yeah, our grappling hook could tie somebody up where they couldn't vote or nominate or do anything, and she could use the grappling hook to get out of a nomination. But once she was cleared as a villager, it didn't matter. She wasn't ever going to use it. So, but yeah, let's see. There was no Cupid team because I messed up and forgot to put a Cupid roll in. So I was like, I guess we're rolling without a Cupid. Night 1, Paranoid hid behind Julia. Bodyguard protected himself, which was Alex. Mentalist looked at Adam and Alex, found they were the same team. Blade was targeted Davey. Wolves targeted Adam, which he was not there because he was hiding. Barbie got targeted by vampires, had 3 days to live. That's why she died. Undertaker took Adam's soul. And then the next night, of course, they found the Undertaker. So he stopped doing that. So Bodyguard was protected by Lucas. Mentalist checked Adam and Brandon. Blade was targeted Connor, which was already going to die. Then the Wolves targeted Connor again. So Connor was popular that night. Alex got bit by the vampires, had 2 days to live, which didn't matter because the Wolves killed him the night he was going to die anyway. Paranoid hid behind Andreas again because he knew they were safe. I didn't restrict him to he had to choose a different person. Then he started hiding behind somebody else. I guess maybe he thought, because I think by that point the urn had been destroyed, so maybe he was thinking
That was the night I didn't think I had to, so I just picked someone. I didn't realize I was going to turn.
Yeah.
I misread the thing.
Like I said, I'll work on that previous, I guess. Then the Mentalist checked Adam and Julia and so forth. You all kind of get the gist all the way down. So, but anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the game. Hope to see you next year for the 3rd annual.
Round 3.
Yeah.
GG's, everybody.
Yeah, I sort of realized literally, I was like, hang on, PJ's a wolf. I can kill wolves now. That's it.
And we made sure the Twilight team lost.
Took me a while to realize that.
We were so close, Davey, Lucy, so close. The night Lucy and me died was game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shot Adam because he voted down for me.
Yeah, it was a correct shot, yeah.
Turning Andreas was key to the village winning.
Yeah.
And thanks to Jesse for the information on Lucas.
Yeah, it was only half correct because we never targeted you, Jesse. But
it was funny. I really didn't. I did think Lucas was a werewolf, and I thought my thing with Luciana, I'm like, oh well, people would just assume Luciana wouldn't vote for Lucas, so that would be normal. So I'll make it seem like someone else did it, like who wouldn't normally not want to vote out Lucas. So like that was my thing, and then. I don't know like how the conversation went, but that PJ picked up when Luciana was like, I would never kill. I'm like, what? No, don't say that. Like, that's not what I was trying to indicate with that. But I don't know why. I knew you guys seemed very confident I was bad. So I was like, I think Lucas tried to kill me, but you didn't. No.
Well, I knew you were a wolf, so it was pretty obvious that you're a vampire for me.
Thank you, Jugan, for hosting.
I never even got to go after my wolf buddies being the lone wolf because we were already playing from such a defensive position anyway. It was like
there was a lot of wolves in this.
It was 4, and it's only 3 if you include if you don't include Lucas.
Well, you got 2 wolves that don't really want to play with the other wolves. You got the lone wolf.
You had 3.
I was happy. I was happy when Brandon and PJ were out there. Yeah, nice. I don't have to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, that was brutal. Oh yeah. But I look, I thought I was gonna die after that nomination. So I had to come up something with that whole apprentice thing. I was waiting. How long am I gonna get away with this before somebody counterclaims me?
I was contemplating on it, but I thought it's not worth it. I figured you would see a timely death, probably.
Better to not counterclaim it, because then it's like, when it comes out that he's not, then it just makes it look really bad.
Yeah, and Andreas never used his sharp dagger because he killed one of his neighbors with it.
Oh yeah, I assumed correctly.
I thought he was going to kill Adam.
What did the elven chain do?
The elf shade prevented me from being killed during the day by like weapons.
I figured. Okay. I was looking at people's names and their items. I'm like, there's some of these that are going to deflect my lance. I got to pick people that aren't immune.
Yeah, it's basically the same as like the customer I use.
The biggest one I was worried about was Julia. I figured grappling hook was like steal somebody else's item or something.
Oh yeah, what does grappling hook do?
So I could have I could tie people up so that they couldn't vote that day, but I had to announce it at dawn, and then and then I could also use it to get out of personally being nominated, but then that would destroy the item.
Okay.
Don't worry about the Valentine's Day. Don't worry about the title. I misspelt it, whatever, but it was just for me to look at anyway. But those are all the items that were possible to get.
You need to make the document public, please.
I thought I did. Okay.
What was the ebony fly, Chris?
There you go. You should be able to look at it now.
Basically, I can choose me and one other person at dawn, fly for the day and leave the village. So it's only a one use, but.
Jugan, I love the except on the first day on the dagger. That's awesome.
As I say, I was like, oh, I don't really want to use this because.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off, but thanks for the game.
Yeah, Alex.
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna head off as well.
Thanks everyone.
All right, see you guys.
Bye. See you, Chris. Well played. And
well, Chris, Adam lost as a wolf, so that's fine.
Yeah.
No, it was a very nice gamble, Adam.
What?
I was glad you did that.
But you turned into wolf.
Well, he told me it was. I should have messaged him, but I had already kind of said something, so then it would be. But
yeah,
I didn't think I had to hide anymore. But then he said I did, so I just randomly picked someone who I knew wasn't going to get killed, and I knew PJ. There was no way he was getting attacked. So he told me I turned into a wolf, and I thought. So that's when I was like, I thought I only hit on 3 people since the urn was destroyed too. So then he was like, that's when he said, okay, forget the last message, because the last message he had sent me was, you are now a wolf. So that's when I was like, but that seems unfair because I know PJ's a wolf. So then he messaged me and was like, okay, I'll keep it where you are a wolf. So at that point, it was like,
okay, so you are a wolf at that point.
Right? I made sure I said it out loud that we're going.
Right.
I thought you turned into wolf in the very last night. I should have messaged you.
It was my fault. And so that's why I knew Davey was going to kill me, but it was like, that is probably the best thing to happen is just get me out since I'd kind of
I thought for sure Andreas was going to use his dagger to stab. Oh, he left. Oh. But I hope y'all had fun. It was a pretty good game. I guess I'll go ahead and end the stream now. Thank you for watching. I would like to thank Lucas. I thought you were already a follower in my Twitch, but thank you. Grow is a follower. Garner INC, I'm not sure who that is. Thank you for the follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I can get more active these werewolf games because I've been so busy lately. So anyway, hope y'all have fun. See you next year, Valentine's Day, for the 3rd annual Battle Royale of the Teens. Thanks, everybody.
Standing at the crossroads between a life